He meant for
All
us to
right.
record right now.
We recording. We
We're
live.
recording? Oh,
We live. Check it out. This is another episode of the Ryan Rich and Tony Hickman Show. I'm the CP Warrior, Mr. Ryan Rich. I got my girl with me, Miss Tony Hickman. And this is the third episode of the quarantine edition of the Ryan Rich and Tony Hickman Show. Or should we say post-quarantine edition of the Ryan Rich and Tony Hickman Show due to the
yeah,
coronavirus? Because they
right,
opening different cities back up. They're opening New Orleans back up to I think a certain percent. Like the barber shops and restaurants are operating at a certain percentage, and
mm,
people are starting to navigate out. Like uh, me and my girlfriend, we went to a her cousin's crawfish ball the other day, and it was pretty cool. So it's nice to see people out uh, with everything that's going on. But at the same time, guys, this is just coming from us. Please, when you go out, you take precautions and wear your mask because the virus is still spreading rampant and doing different things. And we can't better lose any more people. So
right. And
with
both
that,
of us have actually lost people to this virus. So,
right. And
it's real.
that's the other part too. Like, people don't realize. I think everyone with a disability or some type of physical ailment has a type of compromised immune system that they deal with. So if you had cerebral palsy, if you've had a stroke, if you've had whatever muscular dystrophy, whatever, you do have a compromised immune system, diabetes, high blood pressure. So just be careful. All
Right.
right.
But even when you don't have disabilities, quote unquote, most of America has compromised immune system because of our diets.
Mhm.
So everybody needs to be careful, straight up.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now that we got all that out the way, uh, what's happening? What's going on?
And life is life. Going through the yins and yangs of quarantine and
Hmm.
maneuvering different ways to be, act, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
become. Yeah.
yeah. And it's pretty much the same. Trying to figure out new ideas and new things to do. Uh, I'm still on my weight loss journey. Give y'all an update on my weight loss journey. I have officially lost the 25 pounds that I was working towards. So I'm down to my goal weight. I'm not gonna stop working out, but I'm gonna just try to maintain and try to keep myself together. So that's a plus for me.
Right.
So yeah, with today's post quarantine edition, we're gonna talk about the things that we've learned about ourselves during quarantine and during the time that we were all staying at home and practicing social distancing. So
Right.
Slim, I'm gonna start off with you, and I want to know, like, what did you learn about yourself during these last few weeks? I don't even know how many weeks it's been. I lost count a long time ago. These last few months, I should say, about yourself during quarantine. Like, what have you learned about yourself and the
So
people
we're gonna
around
do, yeah, we're gonna do the good, the bad, and the ugly,
you?
right? Cause
Yeah,
so I'm gonna start with the good. The
right.
good is I have wanted to be uber creative. Like I've been back in the studio working on music and writing and all of that stuff. So that has been my good. Is purposeful music. So I'm grateful for that. Um, and it's with my homeboy, Big Yo. He's done pretty much all my projects independently since Suave House. So,
Mhm.
uh, but
Plug that new
yeah,
single, man. Plug the new single.
yeah. So the
That's
new
out right.
single, the name of our group is The Cure, and it's
Mhm.
spelled THAKUR. And it's on iTunes. It's on all music platforms. So
Mhm.
yeah, but the name of the single is Daylight. And I mean, it's a dope song. Y'all should really check it out. And it's like I said, it's purposeful music. So
Right.
yeah, check it out. And that's been the highlight. And we're working on a big project to come out. And so we'll probably be putting that out in the summer, like sometime in the summer. But um, the bad, The bad is, okay, I used to be a gym rat, right? Like that was
Mm-hmm.
my thing. I liked the
Yeah.
gym. It kept me structured because I had to go somewhere to work
Mm-hmm.
out.
Mm-hmm.
But having the discipline to work out in my house,
Uh-huh.
oh, that's been a challenge, y'all. I can't front. That has
Really?
just been a challenge. Now I work out,
Uh-huh.
but I have to make myself. It's just like I want to be out, and so I go walking. That's more of my exercise.
Mm-hmm.
But staying in my house and working out, like that don't go together in my brain. You know what I mean?
Right, right. No, I get it. But see, like with me, and I'm gonna let you get back to your story in a minute. With me, like I got everything at my house. So
Yeah, but and
yeah.
that's the difference. You have the stuff. I don't have no exercise equipment
Right,
at home.
right,
So
man.
yeah, I done been to your house. Like, yeah, you got
Mm-hmm.
everything you need to work out. But
Mm-hmm.
here, no, I have weights and stuff, but it's just like, I gotta do these arms, leg. Like I could just do machines. So yeah, that's been my bad. I've been working on my
Right.
discipline, but yeah, that's my reality, and I'm going to work out today. So
That's what's
that's
up.
my bad. And then the ugly. Oh, this the
Mm.
ugly, y'all. I hate to even admit it sometimes, but the ugly is it's too much food. So if I'm not busy,
Yo. Yes.
if
Yes.
I am not busy making myself be productive, and I still do my best to eat healthy. And I went on the cleanse, like I just broke my cleanse last night. This is a perfect example though, okay? So I
Mm.
broke my cleanse last night and I broke it with some cooked food. I had quinoa and a bunch of like vegetables on top of the quinoa, and that's how I broke my cleanse.
Mm-hmm.
So then afterwards, now I'm on 4 days straight, liquids, no cooked food. Okay, so the cooked food was really delicious. It was good. So then I looked to the side and it was some honey buns. So I decided that I was gonna have me a honey bun. Oh my God. Let me tell y'all how much refined sugar is like crack, okay? So I had the honey bun late. I had it late because it
Uh-huh.
was just tempting me. I kept on looking at it and I was like, man, I could just do one. I'm gonna just do one.
Mm-hmm.
And I ate that honey bun and that night, last night, I barely slept. So when you say I look tired, it's probably that now that I think about it.
Wow.
Because I barely slept because every part of my body would cramp when I stretched. So this is the side effect of sugar. Now I had got it all out my body because I've been on liquids. I've been on straight liquids, and juices, but that's natural sugar.
Right.
But like this is processed crap.
Right.
And when I tell y'all, I'm talking about I couldn't stretch my arms, my legs, my toes, everything would just ball up and cramp. I had to literally stand up a couple of times last night just to relieve myself.
And you know what? You're not lying. You're not lying because I went through the same thing. Like I told you with me on my weight loss journey and trying to get back in shape and stuff. I had cut back on sugar. I didn't necessarily
Mm-hmm.
leave it all alone, but I had cut back on sugar. And I went to Subway to get a tuna salad, right?
And them
So
cookies,
they
them
they had a
daggone cookies.
yo. I was like, he was like, the little Arab dude that sit behind the counter and he was like, you want a cookie?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, give me two, man. So I ate my salad. I was good. Came home, got home, looked at them cookies, ate both of them. The next day, I was tight. So you're not lying about being tight and
From the
from this.
sugar.
I'm finding that out. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
man. So, hmm but yeah, with me, let's
The
start off
good,
with
the
the
bad, and
good.
the ugly.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. The good. As many of my people been following me on Facebook, y'all know, I've been on a journey to get back in shape, which I have. I lost almost 30 pounds. I'm feeling good, and I found out a lot about myself. I'm starting to read a lot more, um, and just be more productive in taking care of myself. And I think that COVID-19 has been good for me in so many ways because I was either at work at all the time or doing something pertaining to the radio station, and I really didn't have time to myself. So that's the good that came out of it. Uh, the bad, just like you, too much food, and like I got a serious sweet tooth. That's one thing I haven't curbed yet. So
Mm.
I got like little mini Snickers in the bag behind me
Right.
right here, and as long as I don't go over here, I'm good. Like yeah, this is a bad mofo right here. Yeah. All right. So, and I got some other stuff in there too. I'm trying not to touch, man. Um, but it's just there. Like, and, with everybody receiving the stimulus checks and different kind of funds getting in coming in, you got a little extra money to buy stuff that you don't want. So like, I kind of made my cabinet a junk food cabinet.
Right.
Yeah. But so that was the bad, and I guess the ugly. I go through periods of time where I get really, really bored. And this has happened within the past couple of weeks. So I've gotten to the point where I cut my grass twice a week, just to try to keep myself occupied. So that would be the bad part. And then uh I'm in a relationship now, so it's like, my girl, she had COVID-19, and we went almost 2 months without seeing each other because she couldn't be around me
Wow.
and I couldn't be around her. So
Right.
that's been the bad thing. And then that that the true test of a relationship comes when you can't be around that person when you want to be due to
Mm-hmm.
unforeseen circumstances. So it was a couple of issues going on with that. So I would say that has been like the ugly part of the whole quarantine. And I'm just watching everything get back on track now. That's it. You know?
Well, I have to agree. Like, honestly, this break time has, if I had to weigh the odds, I would say it's been more good than bad because we can tune into ourselves. We can like even this right now is analyzing our issues, and I think it's time for everybody to just start doing that so we could come back better people, come back,
Right.
operating better, come back losing 25 pounds. You know what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go.
Like
Say
setting
that.
goals and conquer them. So, yeah,
Right.
that's dope too.
Oh, and uh, I removed my headphones, but I learned how to cut my own hair during the break
And he doing a
because
good job, y'all,
wasn't no
huh?
bar.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm learning how to do that, and you realize how much you depend on a barber. He's like an essential worker. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I was telling you before our last podcast, before we had uh started doing our podcast, I talked to my barber a lot because I've been knowing him since I was a child. And he told me what to do. I was nervous, but I got there with the clippers and I was like, all right, cool, and it came out good. So
Right.
that's what's been going on with Ryan Rich. And you know, that's all I got.
Oh,
So
I get it. We
yeah,
learn how to depend on ourselves when we have to, and I think that's another lesson that is coming from this. And I honestly, and it's not to dim anything, but I don't know how long we're going to be dealing with these issues. It could be going down, but then with them opening everything back up, we just don't know what's about to happen. And that's the
right.
reality, you know? So the
Mhm.
best thing we could do is be good with our health. But the other best thing is like, don't expect anything, just work on yourself.
Right, right, right. And people, there are a lot of people that don't understand that concept, and that can't understand the concept of, while you got the time to do what you need to do, just do it and focus on that instead of just, moping and being sad about the whole situation and depressed. Now,
Exactly.
I do understand that there are a lot of people that do have mental health issues like anxiety and stuff like that. And this is my
Man,
thing to them. This is my
right.
thing to you all, try to find something that you can we're not even gonna say try. take that out of vocabulary. Find something that you can, focus on and hone in on and improve upon and focus on that. And, you'll start to notice how better off you'll be.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess the main thing with this whole podcast today is just focus on the positive situation versus, the negative situation, because all of us, we spend time working, we spend time going to school, we spend time doing all these different things. And, you really get to see the true sides of people now that people have time on their hands and around their family. Right. So, and as always, we're going to pause right here, man, and tell everyone to hit us up on our social networking platforms, Facebook, Instagram. You can find me. Just search for Ryan Richardson or Ryan Rich on Facebook and Instagram. Or the Instagram is Ronald_Richardson Jr. And Tony, tell them where they can find you at.
At the Real Tony Hickman on all social media, and you can go to our YouTube at Ryan Rich and Tony Hickman.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's it. So
right.
My mama is calling me, and I'm the only one here. So on that note, I love y'all. That's the quarantine life right now. I love y'all, and peace out.
And we got some more guests coming up next week, man. So go handle your biz, and we'll talk later. To all our listeners and followers, peace.
Peace.